or he can have a way to react, or whatever. When the Most High, he's the one controlling those missiles in that day. That's the Most High right there. And we're, like I said, this shall be the how did it go? This shall be, or the Lord shall plead.
Oh, with all flesh.
Yeah, this is how he's gonna plead with all flesh. Yep.
This is 2nd Ezra 16:1. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair, and bewail your children, and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand.
Right, and pretty much the Most High is telling Esau and his 2/3, everybody, man, he's pretty much saying, just prepare for your death.
What he's saying too, also, man, give it up.
Yep.
Just give up. Stop what you're doing, and get, like he said, be ready. Get ready to be destroyed. But stop doing what you're already doing. You already lost. Why you continue to do it? Just stop already. But we know it's not going to be that way. But at the Most High's mercy, though, he'll tell you, did he not do that for Abraham? When he was trying to do that, when Abraham came to him, said, if you find 50 righteous men in Sodom and Gomorrah, you'll spare it. But ultimately he did it, right? He was like, yeah, I will. But what happened? Ultimately, he didn't find that many righteous, and he did destroy it, just like today. Just like what we just read right now. Get ready, but they're not gonna stop.
And notice again, because I don't know if the 2/3 listen or not.
They don't listen.
Yeah. What I said, the scripture said to Esau, it said Esau and the 2/3, right? We're not telling the brothers to give up. The Most High is telling you wicked people to give up. Because y'all, like the brother said, y'all already lost, man. You already lost, but yet you already lost to stop doing what because you're pretty much, the Most High already sealed up your death. You're gonna die because like we were speaking on earlier, you already did too much. There's no, you can't repent. You can't turn around because you're fitted for destruction, man. There's no way you can get mercy in the Most High's eyes because you already sold out. You already sold out and did too much wickedness, and the Most High is saying, just get ready for your death.
Verse 3, a sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it?
Right.
Basically, he's warning you. He's telling you, okay, when these things happen, all right, can anybody stop it? Can any of you tell that arrow that's coming to turn back around? No. So right here, he's already warning. He's showing you that mercy. All right. A sword is sent among you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent upon you, and what is he that may drive them away? May any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood? Or may anyone quench the fire and stubble when it had begun to burn? May one turn away again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer?
Right. Pretty much, brother, like you just said it. It's inevitable now that this destruction is coming. It's imminent. There you go. That's a better word. Imminent. It's already been said. The writings on the wall, however you want to say it. Your destiny's been written. Whatever your life's been written out.
It's the inevitable.
Yeah.
It's prophecy. Because prophecy is things that are about to come. Speak before, say before, right? If it wasn't prophecy, it wouldn't be written in the book. If it wasn't going to happen, it wouldn't be written in the book. Okay? Verse 8. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear him? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? Right. The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence.
Right, and you know what? That's why they call it, man, that's why they call it, in the day whenever Esau goes to war with the Most High, that's why they call it Armageddon, man. Because if you do your research about on the back of that word Armageddon, it'll tell you on the Blue Letter Bible that pretty much was like, that was the place where good and evil actually had a not struggle, but they had a war. That's where there was a determination of good and evil, who was going to prevail. We already know the Lord is, but Esau has a mindset that he's going to actually be able to triumph over the Most High. Like he's going to be able to turn that sword back. You know, because there's a video out there. I can't remember what book, what lesson it was on, but the elders were bringing it out about those ICBM missiles. That when they're shot off, Esau has like a 30-minute time limit to respond back with another missile and to shoot it back out of the sky. But these missiles, man, Esau does not have 200 million missiles waiting under storage, man, to shoot back in that day. That's why I say, you know, you may get a couple, which we know you're not. 200 million are going to hit America, and it's imminent. It's inevitable that your downfall is imminent. It's like I said, who may turn away the wrath of the Most High? You know, and I was reading in the second book of Maccabees that evil ass man Nicanor, when he was triumphing over the death of Judas. You know, basically the man was telling Nicanor, don't be triumphant, don't be taking this as a good thing today. It's on the Sabbath. But he was like, or the men of Israel were like, they were like, because there was one in heaven who keeps his day a holy day. But Nicanor shot back and was like, if there was a man in heaven, if there was a power in heaven, and then the Israelites cut him off and were like, there is a power living in heaven. But he goes, but I am a mighty man on earth. You know, the point is, like, Esau think you can turn around this wrath that the Most High is coming, but you can't. That's why the scriptures say, who may turn this judgment back? You can't. The Most High is coming. The Most High is coming with the destruction of America, man, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's why he's saying, you just behold, bewail it.
2 Ezra 16 and 12. The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof. The sea riseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also, before the Lord and before the glory of his power. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, his arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss. When they begin to be shot into the ends of the world, behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled, and shall not be put out, till it consumeth the foundation of the earth.
Right, and like we were talking about the lake of fire, you can't quench a lake of fire like that lights up an entire landmass. And that's how great the Most High is going to come in his power. Like it's saying that you can't, or it's even saying the creations are trembling at the Most High, and that they know the Most High's power, and they already know what's coming to America. The Most High, he's coming back. Like I said in Isaiah, he's coming back with an army, man. So you know, say the missiles, you know, just speaking as a fool, man. Say the missiles didn't make their purpose, do their purpose. You got to consider, man, the Most High's got his chariots too. And I remember we were talking about it, and I remember we had the brother Kazak down here that it's not going to just be the missiles hitting the earth, hitting America. The chariots too are going to be lighting America up on fire too, shooting those bolts of the lasers out. So you got like the brother was bringing out about those fuel lines. You got chariots, you got the missiles. All things, man, are against America in that day.
This is 2 Ezra 13 and verse 6. And I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain, and flew upon it. But I would have seen the region or place where out the hill was graven, and I could not.
And that right there is the description of Yahushai's chariot. That's one chariot in itself.
And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight.
And that's Esau, because that's everybody, man. They're gonna be so afraid you can't even fight against the Most High. That's Yahushai coming. First of all, that's Yahushai's chariot, but that's just how great of a power that Yahushai is coming back with by himself. One chariot, and all the inhabitants were already afraid.
Okay, I'm gonna read it again. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath. And out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests, and they were all mixed together, and the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which were prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid.
Right, and you know what? The movie War of the Worlds gives you a good kind of a good example of how it's going to be. Because what happened when those ships shot those lasers? They turned to dust and smoke. Exactly what the scripture said. Yahweh Shai, he's not going to do anything when he comes back. He's going to speak the word, it's going to happen.
How it's like today, like you use your cell phone, you can be like, like you can, it's voice command. Yep. You tell your phone to text, and your phone reads your words and it sends a text, right? Or you say, I need to speak to a brother, you know what I'm saying? And it brings up the number and 1,000. Yahweh Shai's gonna be in his chariot, he's gonna just be like speaking the word, and his craft, his technology is so high of our understanding, it's gonna obey his voice. He's gonna be like, let a lightning bolt come down and strike all those people and blow them up to where they're just nothing but dust and powder. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse. I'll start at verse 17. He shall take to him his jealousy for complete armor, and make the creature his weapon for the revenge of his enemies. Go ahead, speak.
Right. Okay. Well, yeah. Well, like I said right there, we already know the Most High is coming back for what? Because of all the wickedness that Esau puts out. First scripture that was read was that he's coming back in his jealousy, and it said, he shall take jealousy for his complete armor. The Most High is jealous that you 2/3 are doing what y'all doing, and he's jealous that all these things are happening. What the scriptures say, jealousy is the rage of a man. The Most High, we already know he's pissed off of all the things that goes on in America. So that's already one part of his army he's coming back with, jealousy.
He shall put on righteousness as a breastplate, and true judgment instead of a helmet. He shall take counsel. He shall take holiness for an invincible shield. His severe wrath shall be sharpened for a sword, and the world shall fight with him against the unwise.
Right. And one point I wanted to bring out, like the brother was speaking about earlier, how when we read out Wisdom of Solomon chapter 1, how y'all 2/3 and you other nations, you Edomites, y'all deserve this. If you notice, when it was talking about describing Yahweh Shai and the armor he has, it said that he shall take holiness for
his invincible shield.
Oh, I meant to say he shall put on righteousness as a breastplate and judgment instead of a helmet. What did we say earlier, man? Y'all deserve it. Yahweh Shai, he said he's coming back with holiness and righteousness, meaning there's a reason what he's doing is right. America deserves this.
Wisdom of Solomon 5:21. Then shall the right aiming thunderbolts go abroad, and from the clouds, as from a well-drawn bow, shall they fly to the mark. And hailstones full of wrath shall be cast as out of a stone bow, and the water of the sea shall rage against them, and the flood shall cruelly drown them. Yea, a mighty wind shall stand up against them, and like a storm shall blow them away. Thus iniquity shall lay waste the whole earth, and ill dealing shall overthrow the thrones of the mighty.
Right, and like I said in Jeremiah 51 about Babylon, how she's gonna be like a threshing floor. It's gonna be nothing but a threshing floor is like little wood chippings.
Stuff.
Yeah, stuff.
Ash.
That's all it's gonna be in America, man. Like a whole nother salt pit or whatever. It's just gonna be ash. That's how, and we already brought it out. We've already brought it out every couple of weeks about how the Most High, he's gonna overly destroy America. 200 million missiles, and while America's lit on fire, you got the chariots blasting their lasers at America. You got all this war and chaos going on. You already got fuel lines busted, places exploding just because of the heat. There's gonna be total. Hey, but like I said in Ezra, that this day shall be a day of doom. You know, that's why Armageddon. America, man, you can't even imagine how great it's gonna be lit up, man. Like I said, that they were blew away like a storm. Like pretty much the Most High, he's just gonna be like, all right, Yahweh Shai, get up and just go destroy it real quick. Oh, what the scriptures say, America's gonna be destroyed in 1 hour. That's all it's gonna take.
2nd Ezra chapter 7 verse 43. But the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past, and temperance is at an end, infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up.
Right, and y'all people brothers gotta remember, man, this is all the doings of the Most High, that he's coming back to do these things so he can restore righteousness. And to put out, and to let you 2/3, to show you 2/3 again too. That he was always, well, hey, I was reading the Wisdom of Solomon where it talks about when the enemy does not think the Most High has a full power, then he shows us, that's when he shows his power. Then he shows you that, hey, I was his full power. Because y'all 2/3, y'all take the Most High as a corruptible God. So he's gonna come back and show you like, I was not ever a corruptible power. And he's gonna show you that I was a man of war. I was a God of righteousness. I was always about righteousness. And that you deserve this because you were going your whole life thinking that you were pure. So the Most High is coming back to put back in order a lot of things.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6. Verse 27. For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overthrown, and the truth, which have been so long without fruit, shall be declared.
Like I was saying, everything has been done for a reason. All right, because like Yahweh Shai has said in is it Matthew and Luke? It was talking about how these things have to come, these things must come to pass. You know, because the Most High is about order. The point is, he's gonna come back and, like I said, thoroughly purge out wickedness. You know, to let y'all 2/3 know what y'all were doing was wicked. Y'all were the wicked all the time. Y'all were, like I said, Matthew, that y'all were like Most High, he never knew you. All right, all these things are happening for good, but also for wickedness out.
Acts chapter 1 verse 6. When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom of Israel? And he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times or the seasons, which the Father hath put in his own power. But ye shall receive power after the Holy Ghost has come upon you. And ye shall be witnesses unto me, both in Jerusalem and all of Judea and in Samaria and unto the uttermost parts of the earth.
Right. And just real quick, when they were asking, when the Israelites were asking Yahweh Shai, the disciples were asking Yahweh Shai, if you would restore at this time, Yahweh Shai was like, it's not for you to know. Basically, too, it's just like, these things, they gotta take their course. Yeah, there you go. These things, they gotta take their course first. Because Yahweh, the Most High right now, what is he doing? He's warning you people right now, telling you, like we're reading as Ezra, get ready for your death. Like we were saying, there's a reason for everything the Most High does. He's not just gonna come back and destroy you for no reason without warning you. He's warning you first to let you know, like, since you don't want to get right, you're gonna die. Then all these things have to pass, are gonna come to pass.
It's Isaiah 58:1. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins.
And that's what we're doing right now. That's the first part of that second course. We're going out warning the kingdom, warning this land that you're going to be destroyed for everything that you've done. Warning you 2/3 that you're going to die because you wanted to forsake the Most High. Warning the brethren to stay circumspect all the time. To the Lord will, they have that hope that they make it, so they don't be destroyed in America. Then what's going to come after that? Slowly but surely, war.